이거 뭐야? 나 주는 거야?
네 오늘 가영이 생일인 건 알지?
가영이 더 맛있는 거 사주려고 그랬는데.
어제 엄마랑 새아빠랑 스테이크하우스 갔었어.
10 things you probably didn't know about Squid Game. Number 1. Squid Game was supposed to be a movie, not series, and it was originally called Round 6. You may not believe it now, but Squid Game creator Hwang Dong-hyuk wrote the script for the series more than a decade ago. None of the film studios wanted to work on the series, as they saw it as violent, unrealistic, and too grotesque. Only in 2019, Netflix agreed to work on it, but not as a movie, but in series format. It was originally called Round 6. This shouldn't come by surprise, considering the fact that Hwang directed major hit movies like Silence and The Fortress. He was also a screenwriter and director of the musical comedy Miss Granny, which is widely considered one of the most successful Korean films of all time. Number 2. Squid Game director Hwang Dong-hyuk lost 6 teeth while filming. Squid Game creator had an argument with Netflix film studio security guards and they beat him up, broke his teeth. No, of course not, I'm joking. He lost 6 of his teeth due to the stress of shooting the series. He's considering to get implants, but couldn't find the time to do it yet. Number 3. The doll from the first game actually exists. The giant doll from the episode Red Light, Green Light apparently stands at the entrance of a horse carriage museum called Matchaland. It's in Jincheon County, a rural area about 3 hours north of Korean capital Seoul. Would you consider visiting it? Number 4. Hints to survive the deadly games in the series were already painted on the bunker walls since the episode 1. In the beginning of the series, the bunker walls were blocked by 456 stacked beds, but as the series progressed and more games are played, more contestants inevitably die. The bunker beds of the fallen players are then taken out, slowly clearing the view of the bunker wall. If you put 2 screenshots of a bunker together when it was full of beds and when it was empty, you can clearly see that those paintings were always there. Number 5. The phone number in the episode of the show is real. Those 8-digit number on mysterious business cards are real and belongs to a man who said he received about 4,000 calls a day. Here's the interesting thing. A South Korean presidential candidate actually offered to purchase the number from him. Might be useful running up to the elections, right? Number 6. No plans for a second season yet. Squid Game creator wants to work on more movies before he starts thinking about the season 2. In one of the interviews he gave, he told, "I don't have well-developed plans for Squid Game 2. It's quite tiring just thinking about it, but if I were to do it, I would certainly not to do it alone. I'd consider using a writer's room and would want multiple experienced directors." Number 7. Squid Game uses a real-life news report in its last episode. The news anchor says in the episode, "In this country, household debt is on the rise, topping the global average. It's the biggest increase in the world besides China due to lifted government restrictions on financial loans." This report was apparently real from a couple of years ago. Number 8. Squid Game is Jung Ho-yeon's acting debut. She plays a North Korean pickpocketer Kang Seo-byuk. Jung was a former model, appeared on the cover of Vogue magazine, and a former contestant in the 4th season of Korea's Next Top Model. This was her first acting role. She is now the most followed Korean actress on social media. Number 9. The green uniforms the contestants had to wear made from very cheap materials. Those green uniforms were not meant to be worn while doing sports and they were apparently made from cheap materials. According to the series creator and the art director, the uniforms worn by 300 plus people made the film studio very dusty. Some actors' faces even turned red because of allergies. Number 10. Guards in masks were supposed to be like Boy Scouts. They wanted guards to look like Boy Scouts, but in uniforms they looked too manly. They wanted the guards to look like ants in a colony. The masks were inspired by traditional Korean masks called hoyons and fencing masks. They just added lines on the last design and that was the end result.